Hi, my name is Jasenia Naucha, and I'm here to talk to you about ancestry and creativity and the importance of it in relationship to your body and connecting to your ancestors through the primordial root that is your body. So, what is it to be connected to your ancestors? Well, you don't need a ton of heavy rituals, and if you do, that is awesome. That's great. You've grown up with a huge connection to your ancestry. And for a lot of us wandering throughout the world, reconnecting to our ancestors can be a relatively new task. Who do you talk to? Do you have an elder? Do you like all these things? You go on the internet and stuff like that, which is probably how you located me here. And on that path, a lot of what you're going to find is a lot of opinions and also a lot of needing to show up in a very specific way to have a connection and bridge to your ancestry. And what I'm here to chat with you about is none of that. What I'm here to offer you is something that's primordially available to your roots, no matter where you are, no matter how you pray, no matter how you dance with your ancestors. I'm going to offer you something that you can start practicing and playing with after watching this video, which is amazing, right? You don't have to do the $5 billion course or invest in a ton of attention and time and travel to where your ancestors are from. And those who do, that's amazing. It's priceless, I guarantee you. And for some of us, we are in a different place of abundance where we're needing to really place our attention and time into the things that we currently have. So how do we create a connection to our ancestors that's based on creativity and that fuels that part of us that knows that we're still connected to everything and to all the people that have lived before us? Well, part of reconnecting to your ancestry is acknowledging that your ancestors live within your body. So no matter where you are, no matter who you're around, no matter you being adopted, no matter whether or not you have like roots within ways of prayer, perhaps parts of your lineages are considered dead, and they're never dead. They're just waiting for you to reconnect in a new way. It's in your body. And ways that we can acknowledge that is just simply acknowledging that within your cells is the history and the songs and the writings of all the people before you that have made it for you to be here in this moment. They don't just suddenly disappear just because you stop talking to them. They will continue talking to you no matter where you are on this planet. And as someone who has woken up to these gifts, I can attest to you, they will continue talking to you no matter where you are in this world. And oftentimes, that part of your insides that feels lonely or feels unseen and feels like it wants to belong is actually this ancestral heart that we all have access to that's wanting to come back home to this togetherness within the body, this togetherness within the soul, with all our ancestry attached to it. So for those of you watching this, great, congratulations. Welcome to this YouTube. Welcome to my page. Welcome to the curiosities around creativity and ancestry. So one way of allowing your body to be a vessel of prayer is allowing the sacredness to come back to your body, the allowance of gratitude for your body, the allowance of your body is what's holding you, right? The parts of you that are always changing, the parts of you that are always evolving. You're not necessarily your body, but your body is here to support you and anchor you into this lifetime and all the dreams and desires that you wish to cultivate. So here's the second most important part of this is creativity. So what about creativity anchors you here? Well, creativity at the heart and center of your relationship to ancestry is the relationship that you are the creator. You are the creator of your life. You are in relationship to the creator who has created everything for you, for your ancestors, for your lineages going forward, back in time, forward in time, in this present moment. And as the creator, you also have access to the creations that you make in this lifetime. Creativity is oftentimes this access point to you redistributing this phenomenon of this language of creation back into your system. So anytime you dance, anytime you draw, anytime you pick up anything creatively for the fun of it and you reconnect to that inner child and you're like, hey, I'm in, you are feeding yourself the sustaining life's blood that is creatorship. That is you as the creator beating the heart of creation within your system, and then within that, beating that creation into all the ancestors that are living with you in this body, that have all come together to guide you in this life and offer you all the things that you've always desired, right? So for those of you who feel a very big longing in your life, like there's something that you're here for, there's something that you're wanting to serve, there's something you're wanting to come back online for, this is you answering that call of your ancestors that are calling you back into this lifetime. And for the love of all that is mighty and creatorship, do not spend centuries grieving the loss of certain ancestors, the loss of land, the loss of all these things, the loss of blah, blah, blah. That is a trap. That is a trap. I'm telling you, that is a trap. And there have been lineages who continue on with that. And this lifetime is not about that. This lifetime is you regaining access from what has happened, for you to step into a place of like, all right, things have happened. I will not choose to be victimized by it, because that is a portal towards just infinite nothing ever happening and waste of time. You're choosing to allow that initiation of whatever has moved through you and your lineages, your ancestors, to start creating from a new place from now. So as a creator, you are acknowledging that you are in service to yourself. You are in service to that part of creation that is so uniquely within you, that is so uniquely connected to all of your ancestries, that you are the one that is meant to serve it. You are the one that's meant to show up, break open, or like you need to break open, let's rewind it. Like open up your heart to this way of breathing and feeling alive again, right? How many of you have felt numb in your livelihood because you don't have a sense of acknowledgement for all the things that you have, right? The food in the fridge, the breath of fresh air, the running water in your home. These are all things that your ancestors did not have. Your ancestors had to grow things. Your ancestors had to walk for miles probably to gain water. Your ancestors had to grow their food and then go through the sacredness of killing their animals and raising their animals in order to have a meal that does have meat within it for those who are meatitarians or who eat meat. And those who are vegetarians, same thing, growing from seed to harvest, knowing the cycles of the land, knowing when you can harvest and when you leave the plants alone. There's a lot of wisdom in there that required a lot of time and attention that, due to where we are now, we are in this portal and gateway of creativity, of so much attention and spaciousness for you to serve yourself in pure creation. The level of creation where you are being given so much in this lifetime to acknowledge, be grateful for, and voice in your voice of your ancestors through you, through the specific lens that you're here to share from. And that is the most enlivening thing you can ever possibly touch on this planet, when you start to just touch the breath of you that is meant to share something in this world. And this is the act of creation. This is the birthing of creation. This is you being in relationship to your creator, who is serving you, and then you then serving the creationship of everything that you are creating in front of you. So this is where creativity is absolutely so important, and why I am on here, and then not even why the calling that I'm here to share with you around gaining access to your creatorship again in this lifetime. So for those of you watching and still watching, you are at such a prime space in your life to re-access so much level of aliveness that will support the ancestors before you that may not have had the opportunity to feel that level of aliveness because they chose to sacrifice, they chose to work hard, they chose to leave everything behind so that in your lifetime you can feel the level of aliveness. So you are honoring your ancestors by choosing to feel alive, by allowing yourself to go through the transformation and transmutations of letting go of needing to work hard, letting go of needing to hustle, letting go of consuming a shit ton of Netflix and just numbing your fucking brain and body out, choosing to just release this part of you that is addicted to wanting everything to be hard in your life. No. You get to be that person in your lineage to have access to everything the foundation of your ancestors have created before you, so you can create something new. This is why it can feel a little bit scary looking into creating something for yourself that no one in your lineage has ever seen before, because that is what you are meant to be here offering the world, right? So what are the next stages of that? Let's go into this a little bit more. So feeling aliveness can oftentimes feel scary because it's something new. Feeling aliveness isn't just drinking and going off and partying and getting high. No. Feeling aliveness is this extra level of gratitude for every breath that you have in this life. It's the allowance of giving yourself access to all the body parts of your systems that are pulsing with life through you. Feeling alive is this acknowledgement that your body is here to serve you in what you are here to express into this world. And every time that you express from an honest, authentic, truthful place, your whole system lights up. Your whole system is on fire. You are feeling alive. You are feeling so alive that there's nothing else you would want to express but the aliveness that is in your spirit, that is in your heart, that is in your soul. That is creative alignment. That is what you are here for. You are here to live as a creator. You're not here to live as a consumer. You're not here to go off on the path and buy all the things in the mall and watch all the things on the Netflix and just being like, that person did something cool. I'm just going to copy and repeat what they did. No, you are here to create something new. And you are also here to go on that journey of creating something new for yourself. The last piece I'm going to leave you here with is creating something new for yourself is where it becomes a spiritual journey for you. This is where the connection between your ancestors and your creativity and a very simple drawing practice that I'm going to leave you here with, that you can come and play with me, play with yourself, play in whatever realms you want. These three things is your relationship to your spiritual practice. This is a relationship to you gaining access to being a creator within a place that's so simple that it actually nourishes the inner child inside you that wants to remember the parts of you that come alive by playing with lines, playing with thick lines, spirals and triangles and lines and all of these different shapes that you have access to levels of infinity that your conscious mind needs to go through the evolution to be able to support that inner child within you to have such access to creative play. So at the end of the day, what I am inviting you to is creative play. To play within the sketchbook that is the sacred spot for you to reawaken the access to your creatorship and your inner child to divinely play to the level that you wish, to the level of freedoms that you wish, to the level that brings your heart delight and ecstasy, because it just does. That level of creative play is what then is going to allow you to start seeing the world around you as a similar mirror, as the opportunity for you to be able to create in your outer worlds just as much as you're able to create within your inner worlds. And that drawing, sketchbook is a reflection of your inner world. So welcome. Welcome to that journey. Welcome to you becoming more interested in your inner worlds in whatever ways it shows up, and you gaining access to the parts of your mind you are going to need to retrain so that it can see your inner world as the most gorgeous thing you have ever laid eyes on. That is the way that you're going to be able to honor that feminine energy inside you, no matter what gender you are, so that you can re-own feminine creativity from a place of, I am being with this because it brings me alive. I am being with this because this is my delight. I am being with this because this is my desire, right? The desire to be able to be with all the things that your ancestors have given you, which is spaciousness and abundance. You have the spaciousness to pause, that Netflix show and be like, I literally have 3 hours of my life to devote towards creation. I have 3 hours of my life to devote towards creation, becoming curious of my creator. I have 3 hours of my life to become curious of the creator that has created me, and I will show up to the creator within these sketchbooks. I will be so honored to show up to creation, to my ancestors who have given me these hands and this body to be able to create in front of the sketchbook, to be able to create with the creator and gain access to a language that will feed my soul, feed my spirit, feed my ancestors, and knowing that I am showing up to creation. I am showing up as a creator, right? Start off here so that you can then become so strong and have a place to titrate into other areas of your life. You know why? Because all those things in the world right now that you're like, oh, I wish I had that man. Oh, I wish I had that woman. Oh, I wish I had $1 bajillion. Oh, I wish I had all these things. The reason why you don't have it is because you do not believe that you are a creator yet. You are in this victim mode. You are in this daddy, can you give it to me mode. You're wanting something to come in and rescue you from the world that you have created for yourself, to awaken you to being a creator, right? And here's the kicker. I am offering you the most fun and creative and playful path to gain access to that seed of creation that is within you. And once you gain access to that, there is nothing else in the world you would rather do. There's nothing else in the world you would rather be. There's nothing else in the world that would bring any level of delight or joy or ecstasy or aliveness, even MDMA, acid, any of that. That is that relationship to the creator. And once you gain access to that, everything else will align. All of the love that you've been wanting will be present. All of the love that you've wanted will finally emerge to you, and you will see all the ways that it was already there. But that thing that was wanting something outside of you to rescue you was like, I'm not going to show it to you, because you want to believe the other story. You want to believe that somebody's here to come fucking save you. You want to believe that somebody's here to fucking rescue you. No. However, that's a whole other story for another time. I will tell you in another time. But where we are here is, what we're here with is, you are the creator of your life. You get to create those codes. You get to create all areas and spectrums of your codes with that level of creation. Codes of creation. I'm giving you the codes to create. And guess what? Those codes of creation will show up in all areas of your life, and those codes of creations will show up within your drawing sketchbook. I guarantee you. I'll leave you with this other piece. There's a lot of stuff I'm leaving with you. This is a juicy one. I'm just letting you know, this is a really juicy one. Let's say, for those of you who've never picked up a pencil and you're like, oh my God, I can't because I won't be able to draw. I don't draw well. I'm not an artist. I'm not. Pause and look at all those thought patterns that are showing up for you. I guarantee you that same thought pattern, no matter what words you put to it, is the energy that you're putting in all other areas of your life. Oh my God, I can't have that new job because I don't have the experience. Oh my God, I can't have that man because he's too good for me. Oh my God, I can't be rich because I'll lose my family and oh my God, all these things. See? Ha. I'm laughing with you because part of the drawing practice, and this is where coming and joining the community, joining the Substack, sharing your process and your journey and your drawings on the Substack, where it will be a space that you can only enter by joining the paid subscription. I do it specifically so that you can feel that the people are in there are wanting to join you on that journey, and nobody else is going to be able to comment but you and people on that journey, which is going to make you feel like you can land. Oh my God, other people are wanting to show up more to their lives. Oh my God, only those people are going to be able to have access to my comments. Oh my God, only those people are going to be able to see my journey. Oh my God, how refreshing. I'm just feeling so much just sharing with you, the yumminess of that level of being held and in community, and only those people being able to have access to your process. Not every fucking person on the internet. You deserve that level of being held. And it doesn't have to be outrageously priced. And I do have those prices for those of you who really want to be held in that way. But start off at my Substack. Start off by sharing the process of your journey and being able to step into levels of vulnerability where you can actually then be able to see yourself, because you're allowing yourself to be vulnerable. Because you'll be able to start noticing everybody else's patterns around it, not to compare, but just to see the reflection of like, wow, I'm not the only one being with this way of thinking, that we're all reorienting to another way of life that's actually serving us. Because every thought that's showing up to you in the ways that you are lining your inner sketchbook is an energetic pattern that is happening somewhere in your life. I guarantee you. So for those of you who are like, oh my God, I can't draw because I'm not an artist, you have just stopped yourself from experiencing a whole other level of aliveness and a world of possibilities because you took on a belief from some fucking idiot who told you like, oh, your drawings are stupid. And you decide to be like, oh my God, of course you're better than me. Of course I'm going to believe you. Oh my God. And you're holding on to that like years down the line and giving whoever that fucker is way more of your power than you being like, wait a second, I don't give a shit about what they say. I'm going to show up to this because I actually feel alive. Whatever Jasenya's fucking saying right now, I fucking feel alive in my system and I want fucking more of that. I want to have more access to that. You going into that drawing book, sketching, making a line, one line, you know what you just did? You just rewrote a fucking pattern in your brain. You just rewrote a whole belief system and you've given yourself a whole other portal of access in your actual waking world for you to be able to step into and feel more alive, to feel more in choice, to feel, not even in choice, alive in terms of you are showing up to your life. You're showing up as a creative creator. You're showing up to life because you want to live. You want to breathe life. You want to be alive. Alive comes with commitment. Alive comes with commitment to showing up. It's not just being like living life. Living life, you can be a fucking zombie. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. You know how many fucking zombies there are? Just like la 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 la. No, that's just you just going, just not even like aliveness. All of that stuff, that's no commitment. That's just being like, I'm just gonna waste away my days until death finally comes to me. And then in those final moments of death, I'll be like, oh my God, I didn't do all the things I wanted to do. Poor me for not showing up and doing all the things I wanted to because I didn't want to believe in myself. No, don't take me away. Don't take me away. Don't, death. Don't kill me now. But please do. But don't, but 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 do. Creativity shows up in all ways. Anyway, everyone, being alive and showing up to the aliveness of your life, allowing your ancestors to be a part of you, allowing yourself to show up as a creator, showing up to that creation spirit within your drawing spirit. That's commitment. You need to commit to your life to feel alive. Anywho, I want to say more about this actually, but yeah, this is a good one. Y'all getting a good one. I'm just letting y'all know. So you need to commit to your life to then feel alive. That does not depend on the people around you. It does not depend on what people outside of you are saying. It does not depend on whatever the world outside you creates a road for you, like a red carpet thing of like, here, you can now have access to all the things you want because we're creating a red carpet for you and that is your path. No. Feeling alive is committing to yourself, committing to you. Commitment. It starts with you. So for those of you being like, I don't have a person that wants to commit to me. It's because you're not committing to yourself, babe. Babes and babes, all of you babes, all genders of you babes. You are not committing to yourself, which is why there's non-committal people all around you, unavailable people all around you, because you are here to commit to yourself first. to develop that level of aliveness in your system, which is a reflection of your relationship to the creator within you, which is then a reflection also of the unity that you have with your ancestors and being like, I am so happy that I am showing up with grace and delight and curiosity because look at all of the things I already have. I have a body. I have breath. I have joy. I have sadness. I have anger. I have all these things, depression perhaps sometimes, but you're showing up alive. You're committing to those moments and allowing yourself to be present with it, right? You're not believing in the stories of I'm sad, I'm depressed, I'm all these things. It's all a moving star system around you. So anytime that we want to believe that we are depressed, and again, this is a spiritual lesson, a spiritual reflection that I'm offering here. All right, so go to all the medical people that you need. You follow your intuition on this. But from an ancestral point of view and a spiritual point of view, depression comes in when you are running a version of your life that's not in alignment to your soul. There's something within you that is wanting to express itself, that you need to create a new pathway in your life so that it feels seen, heard, appreciated, loved, and cared for. That is depression. Depression's actually a sign for you to show up to yourself more. So this is why committing to yourself is this alivening space. It alivens the parts that have felt for most likely centuries beyond you, ancestor before, your parents, all the things that are like, I cannot express because I need to show up in this way. I need to show up as the stoic father, or I have to show up as a mother who's going to take care of her children and abandon all of her needs. I definitely had those parents. I'm sure y'all have versions of that too. You get to rewrite those narratives. You get to let go of them. And by letting go of them, you get to choose what is your way of showing up to this life, right? That is the commitment that you're making. That is the commitment that you're showing up for. That is the commitment. Commitment. At the end of the day, what I'm leaving you here with is commitment. Commitment to feeling alive. Feeling alive in the unknown. Feeling alive in the unknown of possibilities. Of showing up in a whole new way, which is the most courageous thing you can be really showing yourself up for, right? So, welcome. You now have a place to continue this practice, whether or not you want to invest $0. You now have a place to just show up, have a sketchbook. You can make one from napkins. You can gain a pen and a pencil anywhere. You have a Substack, JasenyaNauta.substack. I'm going to put it all here. You have a website to come into, JasenyaNauta.com. You have an Instagram to come and show up. For those of you who are like, I'm not quite there yet with the money thing, you have it all laid out. So you do not have any excuses to feeling alive. You cannot use the money thing as an excuse. You can't say, I'm blocked by money. And no, you literally have a path here that has been gifted to you through my own ancestry, through my lineages, of all these things gifted to you to show up in a very devoted, divine way, so that you can move past the parts of you that want to like believe in the narratives of like, I don't have enough money to invest in myself. I don't have enough money to invest in myself, so I'm just going to have to be in these patterns. That's another way that energy is wanting to keep you small, babe. That's another way that energy is being like, nah, I want you to stay small because I want you enslaved. I want you to be in this enslavement of your world because I need you here. Because there's something in your world that's sucking off of your energy. I'm guaranteeing you that's wanting you to continue being a slave. So for those of you who want to be there, be there. It's fine. I'm not here to fucking rescue you out of slavery. No, that does not happen. You got to make your own choices to step into freedom, baby. And that starts in here. That starts with you aligning to your life as a creator and making those choices. And you get to choose whether or not you want to believe in those stories of like, I don't have enough money to invest in myself. Well, you're watching this now and you literally have a free fucking path to invest in yourself, and then look at the parts of you that are like, oh, actually, wait, I just don't want to invest in yourself. Get fucking honest. get fucking honest with your shadows and be like, oh shit, there's actually part of me that doesn't want to invest in myself. I want to be codependent. I want to be a fucking slave. That's okay. There's a whole world for you, and that's a whole other level of kink that I'm not going to share right now at this moment with you, okay? But if you want to be there, congratulations. I fucking love you, and I adore you, and I respect that you want to be in that spot. And for those of you who are finally ready to look at those narratives and be like, oh shit, wait, I don't have that story right now. There's actually a path for me where I can step by step, move into a new world, a new reality, a world that I am bringing to you. You can see it here. It's right here. It's a gift. It's a gift to you. I am gifting this to you. Gifting. This is probably 40K worth of lineages gifting to you. Plus, was it like 150 grand of like art school, private art school, university? Gift. Lifetime worth of drawing as a child. Gift. I am gifting it to you. Why? Because I know we are all at different places in our lives, and we all need a gift to be able to see the value within ourselves, to be able to be like, oh, I value myself enough to make that first step. So I am gifting this to you so that you can practice making that first step and continue practicing making that first step as long as you want to. And eventually, enough steps, you are going to be free, right? Whether it's with me, whether it's with another practitioner, whether it's wherever, like whatever. All the steps, step by step, you will be free. All right? So yeah. And then for those of you who are like, actually, I do have finances and I want to invest in myself more. I do have finances and I want a bit more support in being able to be held, feeling held. I do have finances and I want to, make another step. I want to be able to have somebody there to witness me on my journey and to support me so that it can go from like a couple years to perhaps a couple months, right? Like the more that you invest with somebody, the duration of the steps go from like 5 years to 2, right? Or from 2 years to 1 year to, right? So for those of you who are wanting that, you know where to come connect with me. There's a bunch of paths that I'm laying out for you so that no matter where you are financially, you have a place for you to come play and have fun and join in this creative world with me. Because this world isn't just mine. This is why I'm starting here, giving you access in these steps. Because this is a gateway. I am in service to this. I am showing up being like, there's a world here and I am inviting you into this world. This world is being like, hey, come and play. It's not just me. I just happen to listen to it. And it's like, here you go, Jasenia. This is why your life is so much more awesome now. You now have the juice of all these things. I will give you a little bit of my background. All right. So hi, my name is Jasenia Nauta. Perhaps I needed to start off this, but you know what? No, it's here now. I have 15 years of experience within the VFX world, creating Marvel and Disney films, right? So I have made films, I have been in creative spaces, I have been aware of the creative world for 15 years professionally. I have traveled around the world, I've created a home, I have also made a lot of my own art that feels really in alignment to me and created it here in Dominican Republic with my ancestry and reconnected to my lineages is here through speaking to the art here and the trees and the land, and have been so nourished and full of everything that this land has offered me and my ancestors here, the Taino, and also my own ancestry from other backgrounds and lineages and all these things. So I have been fed by this energy for all of my life. I have been able to have friendships, deep, meaningful, committed friendships with people who I know that will be there no matter who I show up as, no matter how much I change, no matter what ends up happening, no matter how much I go from being a woman to all these things and showing up now as like a ancestral drawing teacher, creator person here to offer you a pathway or just offer you access to this energy that has given me so much in my life. I have also moved from very deeply profound places of like, what am I going to do in my life? From levels of like partnerships that have ended, assaults, cars being stolen, life just being completely shattered into a bajillion million pieces. And the energy that has been able to bring me through all of it has been this energy that I am here to align you with. All right. So it's not just making pretty pictures. This is a whole devotionary life to the specific energy that you're here to cultivate a relationship with, that will support you in reintegrating into your life as a creator, so that no matter what ends up showing up for you, you're going to be able to move through it with ease and grace and be able to have access to all the things that you have always wanted in this life. And you know deep in your heart and your soul that you deserve it. Even if your mind is like, wait a second, because why else are you on here but to have fun, right? But there's something deep inside you that knows you're here to have more. You're here to have an experience of your life where you feel fully seen, devoted to, honored, and held. And it starts off with you, baby. So I love you. It's been a pleasure to show up and be of service to you. And I look forward to seeing more of you on here. Until next time, ciao.